Hello everyone, welcome to our sofa safari. My name is John. Welcome to Mahali Mzuri at Olare Motorogi Conservancy. My videographer is Gideon. Welcome to nature. As you can see at the background, you can see some giraffe. These are the gentle giants. They seem to be looking at one direction. Normally it happens like that if they sense that there is a predator around. You can see them, they all face like one direction. I'm just going to drive a little closer so that you can see them looking for one direction. Just relax and enjoy and see our nature. It's actually nice to see these two gentle giants, despite of their different species. We have the giraffe here. This is the only subspecies we have in the Mara. This is the Maasai giraffe in the Maasai Mara. It's a beautiful animal. I think giraffe, because of its height, they kind of deprive the sense of smell. So they have amazing eyesight. Very good sense of hearing. They see things that we can't see in our eyes. See the way they walk, two legs from one side together. It's called an ambling walk. It's walking towards the elephant. Beautiful animal. I'm going to drive a little closer so that you can see both gentle giants together in one frame. Oh, look at the way they run. They gallop when they run. It's just running to catch up with the rest of the group. There's like a little ditch there. He has to be very careful crossing the ditch. They all seem to have a mission. You can see the whole herd of them at that side. They're all heading away from the bushes. After looking one direction, they sense something is around. Probably they sense the lions around, because this area is a very good area for predators. It's a good place where lions can be hiding during the day. Beautiful. Look at the background. Those beautiful cloud. Nature is amazing, I tell you. You see a big group of giraffe now, like they're all feeding, they're not moving. It's called like a tower of giraffe. And when they start moving, it's called a journey of giraffe. So this is like a tower of giraffe. They're just enjoying the little green leaf of acacia, Gerardia. They're really enjoying it. You can tell that there is no predator around here, because they're all calm now. They're all busy nibbling the leaves, not worrying at all. Beautiful. So we're going to drive around and see if we can see some other good stuff, like the elephants that we saw earlier on. That's a beautiful animal. The biggest of all the animals on land. Very good sense of smell, hearing. At the moment, with the lush grass, they're just enjoying the grass. They are more of a grazers than browsing. So they love this lush grass after the long period of rain. So they are enjoying the grass. See the way he's uprooting. He's using his front foot, to help the trunk uproot the grass. Because you know the the trunk is like a prolonged nostril, so it's a little bit also very sensitive. So it doesn't need to lift heavy objects. So he's assisting the trunk to uproot the grass from the ground. Beautiful animal. The ear look like the map of Africa. That's why it's called maybe African elephant. This is what the elephant do best, just eat. You know, they do that like 24 hours. They cannot afford to sleep. They can just have like little cat naps, but not like sleeping. They can sleep standing up because often after the age of like 15 years, they are comfortable sleeping when they are standing up. Because what happened with the elephant, their lungs are attached to the ribs. So when they lie down, they can scorch their lungs, and that may impair their breathing system. So they prefer sleeping standing up, or if they can find like a termite hill and lean on it, or even like a log, they can lean on it and just have like a little cat nap. The elephant that we see closer to us, if you see the tusk to the right tusk is a little bit shorter than the left. The left tusk is shorter than the right tusk. That we can say that elephant is a little is left-handed or left tusk. He's used often the left tusk more than the right tusk by digging. Elephants like to dig on the roots and feed on the roots, and also they dig to the soil to access the mineral salts from the soil. Beautiful gentle giants. Very peaceful grazing. That could be a teenager, could be the son. Yeah, it's about, by the looking of the size of 8 to 10 years. And being a male, he's going to grow almost twice the size of the mother. Because the mother, when she reached the age of 30, she kind of like stopped growing, while the male actually grow forever. There is that approximate age of the elephant. They say elephant live to 60. The reason is that elephants have like 6 molar that they lose one every after 10 years. So by the time they lose the 6 molar, they will be around 60 years and actually die of starvation. There is that myth. People say that elephants have like a graveyard. Elephants go to marshy areas where the grass is a bit softer, and because the 6th molar is gone, they eventually die of starvation. So I think the archaeologists, people who come and dig the ground and look for the bones, they found different heads or different tusks in one area, and then they make a conclusion that elephants come there to die. It's only because that's the area that they can find soft grass. So they come there to eat the soft grass until eventually they can't chew, they can't digest, and actually they die of starvation. It's not a good way to go, but that's an elephant. So this could be the matriarch with this little group. It's, elephants are matriarchal society, so this would be the dominant female. Normally the old female, she normally know where the water hole are, where the nice grass and nice trees are. So she's always leading the group to better grazing areas. Right now they are heading to a little bush, probably to have a different diet of trees and shrubs. Very peaceful, and they move. They are very quiet. Like you can hear an elephant walking past you. Like when you camp by the river, the elephant could be walking just a meter away from you while you're sleeping, and you can't hear it, unless if she is uprooting the trees or knocking down the tree. Then you can hear the sound of the tree coming down. What they do best, and they drink water like they are daily drinkers. So they can drink like 120 liters of water every day at the same time grazing. Maybe, do you think this elephant will be here for a long time, or they keep on living the way we can see them? Yeah, that's how actually the trees have managed to survive. They stay in one particular area, damage the trees, and then they have to move to a different area. Because if they can stay in one area, that will mean that there will be no trees in the Mara. But that movement of elephants from place to place is actually helping the trees to survive. They can actually pick something very small, even like the size of a cashew. That's another young elephant coming to join. This teenagers elephant actually, they are very good in protecting the young ones. They protect their little sisters. You sometimes see them even charging little birds away from the little ones. They are very, very possessive of their little ones, of their young sisters and brothers. Nature is amazing. Look at that background. That's beautiful. Mixture of those clouds, the skyline, the background of those trees. It's amazing. I'm going to change position actually so that you can see. Sometimes they really bend down. If they found something that it's a little bit much stronger, they can use their tusk to uproot it, or even they can bend all the way to use their molars to cut like a or something much stronger. So they all seem to be heading to the bush. We're just going to follow them a little bit. They all seem to be covered with the same material of the skin. When they were wallowing, they wallow under this black cotton soil. That's all they look that color. They've been wallowing maybe during the day. They do that to cool themselves. Probably to go and drink. It's like a little stream. There's water there, so they're probably just going to drink or just going to nibble on the shrubs. A big animal, but it can hide in a little bush. Look at that. As you can see, it's almost it's raining at the background. Probably that's the reason, one of the reasons why they are heading that way. They love the new lush. They love when it rains because when it rains, the trees are a little more softer, so they go towards the rain as well. Normally after the rain, you see them like wallowing, cooling themselves, because they said the temperature of the elephant skin, the temperature can be up to like 120 degrees Celsius. So they can get really hot. But when they go to areas that is raining, the little one has already learned how to pick on the little fruit, the little shrubs. You can see that one, the tusk are just coming out, probably about 2 years old. And at the same time, as they feed, they are just listening. They have very good sense of hearing. So they can hear, because elephants also communicate among themselves. So when they are racing around, they are communicating. And that's why you see they all decide to go one direction, even though they don't see one another. They're just communicating. They seem to like this tree. This is crouton. Normally, for most of the animal, unless the rhino takes them a little bit, but for the elephant, it's just like a little munch on it. But there's a lot of other little shrubs that grows underneath, so they are just being selective and picking those also. Yeah, the migration actually is on. The wildebeest are on there. Right now we are like the southern end of the conservancy. This is the area where the conservancy the game is up. So very soon there will be wildebeest around here. At the moment they are in the Maasai Mara. They are crossing over the Mara River. So they are actually heading to where the conservancy. So I reckon maybe in 2 to 3 weeks time they'll be around the conservancy. Or what do you think about Duncan?
Yeah, I guess probably another 2 weeks they'll be around.
Yeah, that's I reckon actually in another 2 weeks. Because after they cross, at the moment they are really going in big mass numbers. So very soon, in 2 weeks, we'll have them here. And the lions around here, they'll be very, very happy having them. It'll be like their Christmas. Okay, let me move a little bit closer to them. The gentle giants. They just found another very lush area. When they are eating a very green grass like this, they don't really need a lot of water, because already it has a lot of water in it. Although there is a lot of prussic acid as well. That's why the elephants, when they are grazing, they fat a lot. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I agree with. We have a fantastic office. It's one of the best offices to work in the world. Just being able to live with this wildlife and stay in a natural way and not disturbing them, and being able actually to drive very closer to them like now we are doing. That's an amazing thing to do. We can't complain. It's one of the best jobs we have in the world. I agree. Duncan, do you think this young male is about to move out of this group?
Well, looking at this young male, he looks like probably around 10, 11 years or 12. And anytime from probably now to 15 years, I think he should be beginning to join the bachelor group. And as you realize, normally they get disciplined from the old bulls. So once they join the bachelor herds, they learn how to be submissive through discipline from the old bulls. So probably in a couple of years, this one will be able to move out of here and be able to join the big bulls. You realize when they're this age, they start playing with the little ones, and sometimes they bully the young calves. So their mothers keep pushing them off, and they start walking from a distance from the herd, and they begin becoming independent until they decide to join the boys' club.
Yeah, actually, that's one of the main reasons why they are out, chased out of the group, because they become a little bit bully of the young ones and of the little brothers, and then the mother, the matriarch, start chasing them out of the group, and then eventually he learned naturally that he has to join the big bulls. That's where he go and learn all his manners. Nature is amazing. These gentle giants, and when they go behind the little bush, you hardly see them, because nature make them, their body just look like the trunk of a tree. They actually take the texture, the color of the trunk of the tree. So one of the other senior female is coming to join the group. She was just lagging behind. She's realized that the rest have moved, and she's now coming towards the group. You can also tell the age of the elephant by the way the back is sagging. The one that has the biggest sag of the back is the oldest one normally. As I said earlier, this is a very good lion country. So we're going to drive along just around the valley, around the trees, and see if we can.
Yeah, so John, just to cut it short, on the 12th of August was Elephants Day, and the connection was not very good, but today we got some great viewing of elephants. And you realize that a few days ago we got to read that in the last 30 years the elephant population in Kenya has doubled, which is really very encouraging news to know that the elephant population in the country in Kenya is growing up very fast. And keeping in mind that Botswana has the largest elephant population in Africa, Kenya is really, if you hear the population doubling, we are getting into a good position with the rest of the world in terms of wildlife. There has been a lot of conservation efforts done here, and that is why we see these big giants coming back very well.
And actually, one of the also advantage point of it is that people around the Mara now, the relationship between them and these gentle giants, the elephants, is getting better. Before, when people used to cultivate maize and things, people were not really in good time with the elephants. But nowadays, people are becoming more conservative. Conservations are growing, and people are having very good positive towards the conservancy. So conservation. So the relationship between the elephants and the people is becoming the best. So that will also support them. Beautiful. So we are going to drive around and see if we can see any predator, as this is almost the time that they are waking up. So we're just going to drive along the bush. If we can see some face looking up. Just going to drive closer to this year, this female, just to say hello to us and goodbye. See you next time. You see, it's using the tusk to uproot the grass that she's eating. You can see how friendly she is. We are like 5 meters away from. You can see she's also uprooting the roots. You can actually hear the way she's chewing. That's a beautiful close-up. Okay, she's now disappearing into the bush. She just came and say hello and goodbye. See you next time. We're going to drive along the bush, see if we can find some good stuff. This is a typical lion area or leopard area. Plenty of water to drink and plenty of shrubs to hide or shade. We just happened to see one of the predator. I think it's a hyena. This is a spotted hyena. It's also one of the serious killer. Often they are taken as scavengers, but actually in the Mara, they do more kills than lions. It's a little bit a shy hyena. I'm going to drive a little closer so that you can see their face. Spotted hyena. It's one of the animals that I normally think it's poor publicity. Normally people think they are ugly, they are not good, and I like them because they actually sweep they take like all the bones after the animal is killed, or they sweep it all. Very ferocious hunters. It's just waiting the time to wake. It's not like the real time to wake up and go look for the rest of the family and go hunting or scavenging. They scavenge about 40% and hunt for themselves about 60%. Especially now that the migration are coming, they are going to have fun. They will actually be killing more than lions, and lions going the other way. They will like scavenging from the hyena and the other way around. It's an animal with a very powerful jaw. And they say they can even crack the kneecap of a giraffe, which normally it's very strong. It's like metal, but not for the hyena. The hyena can squash it, then crack it and swallow it. So probably the rest of the hyenas are around here, only that we don't see them. They are probably in a ditch, lying down. They also like cooling themselves in the water. Right now it's about to go out because it's cooling down. Just like any other cats, they don't have like sweat glands, so they have to cool themselves by either wallowing in the water or sometimes by panting. Or they always have like a wet nostril. That's also a way of cooling themselves. They also have nests. They give birth in those warthog holes, and this is one of the areas that they like having puppies. Okay, we're going to carry on, and if you can see something else along the forest. Having said that, these cats, they have very good sense of smell, sense of hearing. They're probably just hearing us driving around. They're probably seeing us and we don't see them, especially in these little streams where they can hide in areas that we can drive through. Beautiful trees also, like the one coming. This is a very good leopard area. So leopards will like to jump on and lie down in those beautiful branches. They can spend like the whole day here, or if they kill, they can drag their kill up on the tree. Those little weed branches. That's one of the typical areas where the leopard can hang and sleep without having any worry, because they also worry of lions. If they sleep on the ground, lions can kill them easily. So we keep on driving along this little stream. Very good lion country, leopard country. Duncan, when is the last time you saw a leopard in this area?
I think it's last season, but a few weeks ago I was away, not around. We had that Figlet was around here, and you know, she took over this territory from her mother. So Figlet could be anywhere here.
Yeah, we have a famous leopard called Fig, and her daughter is Figlet. So this is kind of her territory now. So when we drive around, we're just expecting, or it's more likely to see her in this area. But she got a big territory. She can be somewhere away from here. During the rainy season, this area you couldn't drive through here. It was like a whole marsh. It's like driving through the lake. This area was waterlogged. It was all covered with water. We even had hippos coming all the way here and spent just the whole day in this area. Right now it's dried out. That's why we are capable of driving. So we are heading a little bit more to an open area, which is more like a cheetah country. Beautiful area. The Mara is amazing. Look at all that background. You can now see like the one area is very large, very green, the other area is small, drying out. These are all different types of grass. Some of them are more lush than others. Another couple here is a Egyptian goose. Egyptian goose is a grazer bird. So you often see them by the water hole. They also like this, and they build their nest just around the bushes, in tall trees, in the V-shaped trees. They're normally a couple. They can be very noisy. Right now they're a little bit more quiet, they're happy. But if something spoke them, they can be really, really noisy. They can also be indicators. If they see like a predator, they are also very good indicators of predators. So sometimes, as we drive around, we stop and listen, because birds like Egyptian goose can tell us where the predators are. So this area, there are probably no predators at the moment because they are a little bit quiet. It's a beautiful leopard tree. At the background there's a warthog. Well, the warthog they live in burrows, so probably he's just going to get into his burrow. It's coming out and taking who is around. As normally, sometimes lions take advantage of that. When they see them going into the burrow, they can go there and the predators will be waking up, so they're heading back to hide themselves in the burrow and spend the night. Trust us, and they've gone away. Normally they have several burrows, so they have decided to go a different burrow, not from the one that they were going in. Background, look at amazing cloud there in the background. Really moved away. So we're going to carry on. See if we can find something else. The open glade like this is where the cheetahs love, because they can see miles away. They can see if there's any other predator coming, like the lions coming, which is one of their big threats. This is the burrow that the warthogs wanted to go in, but they decided to change to another one because they didn't trust us. They had to move. We were a little bit closer to them. This is one of the best areas cheetahs, because it's open, you can see predators coming, like the lions. As I said, it's one of the big threats are the lions, hyenas. The hyenas will harass them after they made a kill. So just drive around if we can see cheetah. Long grass, the cheetah's cubs will survive. This is where they can hide, because when they're young, they are very vulnerable. Even eagles can prey on them. So when they have cubs, they normally prefer grass like this long, because yeah, Gideon has just spotted one of them, but she's still she's a bit skittish. Probably she had the cubs around this area before. I'm just going to drive a little closer to her and see if we can find her. Yeah, we just happened to find her. She actually has 2 cubs. This is one of the amazing sights. This is not something we see often. This is beautiful. Beautiful. The little guys, you can see there. Probably about a month or 2 months. So the mother is very, very careful. That's why she spent a lot of time just looking around if she can see predators coming. So this is amazing. This is one of the amazing sightings we have in the Mara at the moment. This is beautiful. Often to see her with the cubs that little. You can see the cubs are a little bit skittish. They're a little bit more not used to us. When she senses danger, she starts moving and taking cubs away from danger. And she prefers this long grass because even when the eagles are flying above it, you know, they just look as like part of the grass. She's now going to move them away from the bushes. She knows the hyenas and the lions are waking up. Wow, this is amazing. Or what do you think, Duncan?
Yeah, these little cubs are still fully dependent on the milk from the mother, so they should be probably 2 months old. I don't think they haven't started eating meat yet, so they should be about 2 months. At the age of 3 months, that's when the mother will introduce them to meat. But they're quite tiny. They look like honey badgers. They're very small.
Exactly. So the mother spent more time to look for danger than really looking for food. Okay, let's get a little more closer to them. see every step she make, she have to look around and see if there is any predator. Most of the lions, because lions actually kill more cheetahs than any other. Okay, hyenas will harass them by taking away their kill, but lion is the worst enemy. You see, she just moved a little step and then she has to stop and looking around. The cubs are not a little bit used to us, so I'm just once more going to stop somewhere and then probably we'll let them have the peace. They're a little bit more getting used to us now, and also the mother is a little bit more relaxed. It's nice to have the fastest animal on land actually this close, and especially with the cubs. It's one of the sightings that we don't see it often. This is just amazing. Of that little head. It's a beautiful animal. You can also see like all the predators, you know, they have that black marking for the cubs, and it's not very visible, but you can see from the mother. That's what the cheetahs also communicate, like the sign language. You can distinguish the cheetah. You know, they have that tear mark. That's what the cheetahs so different from the leopard. But you can only see that when it's when it faces, like facing away. You only see the black marking of the ear. What a beautiful animal to have around you. Perfect. Probably this is where they're going to spend the night. The mother have surveyed and see that no predator around. She probably had more than two, but because she has to go out and hunt for herself, she probably lost the other, because cheetah can have up to 6, up to even 7 cubs, but lucky if actually 1 or 2 survive. Yeah, the survival rate, the cheetah can have like up to 6 cubs and maybe 1 of them survive, so they have a very, very low survival rate. Lions killing them, sometimes leopards can ambush them, hyenas can harass them, and because she also have to hunt when she leave their cubs alone. Even jackals and even eagles can kill them. So their survival rate is very, very low. And especially in the Mara. That was a beautiful sighting. That's beautiful. Look at that, it's going back to mommy. Oh, mommy. What are we going to have for dinner? Once again, welcome to Mahali Mzuri at Olare Motorogi Conservancy. We are looking forward to host you after the end of this pandemic. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much.